Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
And that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Rickey? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, Kendrick Lamar made history at the Super Bowl. At 37 years old, he became the first solo hip-hop artist to headline the halftime show, also known as music's biggest stage. The 13-minute-long performance opened with a monologue by the legendary Samuel L. Jackson, who was dressed up like Uncle Sam. He made me crack up when I saw him. He's so funny. Other guests during this halftime performance were his former label mate, SZA, and Serena Williams, who is kind of like Drake's ex. Man, it was so dope. I know everybody saw it. What did y'all think of the halftime show?
Oh, I thought it was amazing.
He killed it, like by himself almost, like one-man show. He did everything.
Yes,
I was like, wow, he killed it.
Man, when Summer Walker sung this song with playing in the background, that's one of my all-time favorite songs, man. And I was glad to see Serena on stage, but a lot of people missed the message. They missed the message. You know why? Because their eyes is wide shut.
Who is?
He meant
Summer.
SZA.
He meant
SZA.
SZA.
He meant SZA.
I'm sorry, sister.
Yes,
I ain't
sir.
say sissy, I said sister. Sorry, girl.
SZA.
Yeah, I was getting offended.
You said their eyes is wide shut?
Eyes is wide shut.
He had a lot of subliminal
they missed the
messages
message.
going on.
Yeah,
No,
that's
yeah,
what
he
they
had a
were
lot of
saying.
and he had a little freestyle right before the end, right after They Not Like Us.
Yeah.
You had to rewind that joke and record it.
He did take the word out, though. He didn't say the word.
Right, but they
He
said
creatively edited it. But
he
the
said
crowd,
A minor, though.
He said A minor, but he took the P word out, but the crowd didn't.
The crowd didn't. The crowd sure did say it. And
They sue all of us.
yeah, and they wondered if he wouldn't perform Not Like Us, and he did. Check it out.
Oh no.
It's a cultural divide. I'ma get it on the floor.
You really about to do it?
40 acres in the mule. This is bigger than the music.
You really about to do it?
Yeah, they tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence.
Think it on it like that.
Hey, I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like go. Bust that on a beat, bro, in rap. He a freak, though, man, damn, call an ambulance. Tell him breathe. Let them boys to the cross, they walk around like tees. What's up with these Draconio? Trying to see Compton.
Yes, sir.
Man, what you say?
Because he teased it. He teased it like about 3 minutes before that point.
Yes, he did. And I was like, oh, he ain't going to do it. They ain't going to let him do it. They done blocked him.
I didn't know that I could crip walk. I got up and started crip when I saw Serena.
Serena,
Man, I
baby.
started crip walking.
Yeah, son.
Man, I threw up
Serena-
all the gang signs.
Yeah, she killed it.
Yes,
she
she
looked
did.
so cute doing it,
She
too. I was
did.
like,
Sure
oh,
did.
what a shot fired. Oh, my goodness. His performance, y'all, came just 1 week after he earned 5 Grammys. If you didn't know, you know now. Kendrick Lamar has proven himself. I don't know where Drake at, but I know he is somewhere upset about to try to sue the Grammys and sue everybody.
He'll be all right.
He'll be all right, though. We're going to wrap up the hot spot on that good, positive note. For more information on these stories, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. And coming up next, we got Rock T with that joke of the day. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
And that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, it's the bottom of the hour. Time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Rickey? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Man, we've been talking about it all morning. But shout out to Kendrick Lamar, who made history at the Super Bowl. Yes, indeed. Becoming the first solo hip-hop artist to headline the halftime show. The 13-minute-long performance was like a masterclass in storytelling, and it was full of messages. Like Uncle Sam, the cameo. Samuel L. Jackson made a surprise appearance as none other than himself, Uncle Sam himself, which was a fitting nod to America's grip on censorship, playing the role of government figure trying to control Kendrick's performance. That was absolutely amazing. All right, y'all, the dancers hit the field in the red, white, and blue outfits, while some saw some gang symbolism. Others clocked a deeper meaning when an all-black male group of dancers formed the American flag with their bodies. Kendrick stood at the center, visibly dividing them, fueling speculation that he was making a statement on the country's current divisions, which I'm sure he was. And then Serena sea-walking her cameo. Oh my gosh, she took it back to her Compton roots, showing y'all where she from, surprising fans by hitting a smooth sea walk, doing Not Like Us. But obviously that was a jab at Drake, given their past rumored romance and Drake's insistence on bringing her up in his songs. What'd he do that for? Lord, I bet he regret it now. Now, Kendrick made sure to keep his ongoing feud going with Drake front and center, delivering subtle, pointed jabs throughout his performance. At one point, he said, I want to perform their favorite song, but they love to sue, alluding to Drake's lawsuit over Not Like Us. Man, when I tell you it was crazy, and then at the end of the performance, the message was very clear, and I think he hit a remote control, and the final words were, game over.
Oh, yeah.
Hello. Man, it was so crazy. It ain't nothing else to say behind that. That is absolutely amazing, and I enjoyed it so much. Did y'all enjoy that thing the way I did?
Come on.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, I did.
I've watched it a couple more times.
Me too.
Yeah, man. I was smiling like James Evans when he came and took his place on the throne when Eddie Murphy married Lisa on
Come
Coming
on
to
now.
America. I was smiling hard as hell. You know when you're smiling and your nose hairs be sticking out?
Yeah. Oh, that cheesing.
Yes, cheesing.
Hold on, why he got to be James Evans and
I
not
was
Mr.
so
McDowell?
proud. So
My bad, Mr. McDowell. My bad. You're right.
And for everybody that was hating on Kendrick Lamar, man, he's not a Michael Jackson, big, huge Beyonce performer.
Right.
He's a Kendrick Lamar performer, man.
Absolutely.
It was
and it was
huge.
epic for a rapper to be up there by himself
Exactly.
that whole time with no hype man, no nothing. He carried the whole thing by himself.
And you know
I'm
what, Brad?
very proud of him.
Kendrick is going to give you your vegetables with your meal.
Come on now.
You might not
My
want your
Lord.
vegetables,
Come
but
on
you
now.
need them vegetables.
Yes.
He going to feed you, but he going to give you something you need
And
in
if you-
addition to something you want.
Yes, and if you don't understand, rewind that thing and listen again to some of the things he's saying. If you don't understand, look it up, because you will learn some things that you did not know that is very educational. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note, but for these stories and more, you can go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media at Brat, except for Snapchat, that's Def Brat. But coming up next, we got the praise mixed down with the White Stone. The time now was 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
This is the Rickey.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show 29 before the top of the hour. Y'all sitting in for the Brat. We got the one and only comedian extraordinaire, Jackson State University's own Rita Brent. What up?
What's up, Ricky? What's up,
Hey,
y'all?
good morning.
Thank y'all for
Happy to
having me
have
on.
you.
Good morning.
Rita.
Yeah, y'all got me up early. I'm happy to be here, though, filling in for the Brat. Here's what's happening in the hot spot. Beyonce has added more dates to her Cowboy Carter and the Rodeo Chitlin Circuit tour due to high demand, including new shows in the U.S. and the U.K. Pre-sales start today. I actually got my Bayhive email at about 3:39 this morning. General sales start on Valentine's Day, which is this Friday. And this big announcement follows Beyonce's big night at the Grammy Awards, where she won multiple awards, including Album of the Year. Now, Kendrick Lamar's streams have skyrocketed across platforms after his performance during the Super Bowl halftime show. Not Like Us increased by a whopping 430% on Spotify. And the 9 other songs he performed saw an increase of 175% on the platform. On Apple Music, the entire top 5 was held by Kendrick's songs yesterday morning, and his album GNX had returned to number 1 on Apple Music. And finally, Ashanti has responded to the recent death of Irv Gotti with an emotional message. She said, I can't believe things ended like this, and it makes me so sad. We weren't on the best terms the past few years, but as I've always said, through our ups and downs, I will forever be grateful for everything that you've done for me. We've made history, and that will remain infinite. I've always respected your musical genius and your ability to push me to be my best. All the greatness and positive things that came far outweigh the dark and negative times. I have always prayed for you to find peace, sending love and prayers to the entire family. As many know, Irv Gotti produced some of Ashanti's biggest songs, but in recent years, she looked back at that time and accused him of manipulation during her early career. So hopefully she'll find some peace during this time. All right, that's it for the hot spot. For more information on these stories, go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on Instagram at Rita Brent Comedy. Coming up next, hit us up for the wake-up calls at 866-9-RICKEY. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
I know.
It's the BR18.
They say, Rick, you're a wild boy.
Wild boy, wild boy.
Speaking of which, she's going to be performing at the Comedy Club Stardome in Birmingham, Alabama. Got two people on the show. There's all three of us performing at the Stardome Valentine's Day weekend. More people was excited about seeing me and Rita than there was special. Hey, Rita, good morning.
Good morning.
What we not gonna do?
Oh.
You caught me off guard with that scissor coming, Ricky.
She's still thinking about that one.
Yeah. That's touching.
Think about no damn comedy show.
Yeah, got me really missing. Okay, here we go.
Tell all my ex, we got to work together. What you got, Rita, hot for the hot spot? Sitting in for Brat.
All right. I'll read a Brat and use my scissors to cut into this show. I'm filling in for the Brat, and here's what's happening in the hot spot. We've been messy all morning. Stephen A. been messy. Rick Ross and 50 Cent are in mess again, and this time it is over a simple picture. Big Meech is currently in a halfway house and has been visited by and pictured with various celebrities, including Rick Ross, which has apparently created tension. Big Meech's and Ross's link up was allegedly because he was giving Meech money to pay his bills. 50 Cent didn't appreciate Big Meech hanging out with one of his ops and made it very clear that he was upset about it. He posted a picture of a rat with the caption, "I think I'm Big Meech." However, it's unclear if he was referring to Big Meech or Rick Ross, who said the line in his BMF song. Rick Ross fired back at 50 by saying he's going to produce a movie about Black Mafia family. "I want to produce this film because you've been entertained by a lackluster small budget series. Now it's time to do a big budget film." Okay. Big Meech took to Instagram to address the situation. Here's what he had to say.
I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets, but I never folded, never told, never will. Death before dishonor, always with me.
Okay. All right. So there's that. Yeah. Okay. On a lighter note, though, and last but not least, make sure you tune into the Tamron Hall show today because Rickey Smiley will be her special guest. Rickey, congratulations.
Awesome. I'm really excited about that. Talking about the twins. It's a love series that she's doing. It's really, really nice. A real feel good. I did 3 segments on there. So I think she bought me out first. So I'm really excited. And thank you, Tamron Hall, and your wonderful producers for having me on your show. So get ready for that. And I got a big announcement on the show as well about a comedy special. So make sure you watch today.
Absolutely. We're going to be tuned in.
I'm still stuck on the scissor.
Man, go on, man.
So it's Rita. Like 2 people with no teeth kissing.
I know.
Oh
my God.
Yeah, it was very touching.
It shook me. Yeah.
Rita, you
all
can
right.
scissor, I can't.
Well, you probably can, Gary.
Y'all gonna get us kicked off the radio.
Use the delay button. Cut some of this out. Okay. For more information on these stories, go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com and you can catch me on Instagram at Rita Brent Comedy. I'm going to change my name to Queen Scissor. Coming up next, Dwight Stone got the praise mixed down. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up next.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 29 minutes before the top of the hour. Y'all sitting in for the Brat this morning. We got comedian extraordinaire, Jackson State University's own member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, comedian extraordinaire, Rita Brent this morning. What up, Rita?
What up, Rick? What up?
Happy to have you.
Oh, I'm glad to be here, filling in for the Brat. Okay, here's what's happening in the hot spot. Now, there's been a lot of hate about Kendrick Lamar, but despite the hate, people must be loving his halftime performance. His show broke a viewership record. According to reports, 133.5 million viewers tuned in for the halftime show, which is the most watched Super Bowl halftime show performance in history.
Let's go.
Okay? In history. Now, if that ain't enough, the American Heart Association says performing CPR to the beat of Not Like Us could save a life. Yes, they say the song has just the right tempo for hands-on CPR. Their post reads, and I quote, "Mustard on the beat, and it can help you save a life. If you see a teen or an adult collapse, call 911 and push hard and fast in the center of the chest to the rhythm of Not Like Us." That's crazy.
Interesting.
Sick.
Yeah. Not Hotline Bling. You'll be dead if you do CPR to that. Okay. Speaking of mustard, Not Like Us producer, he recently shared his thoughts on how Drake should respond after losing the battle to Kendrick Lamar, and this is what he had to say.
You don't have to be super, and I'm not speaking for or at Drake or for him. I don't know what, but a lot of that's going on. It's like the tactics, the things that you do just to get attention. You don't need to do that. Just make music, man, and make good music, and you'll be fine.
Okay. I don't know. What y'all think? What should Drake's next move be?
Yeah, just make good music. It don't have to be his career. Don't have to be surrounded by Kendrick Lamar. That don't have to be his career. He could continue to make hit songs. Because one of the things that you taught me when we had some conversations some months ago, you win by being successful.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You win by being successful, or whatever. You don't have to do that. You don't have to get into no kind of beef entanglement or whatever you want to call it with anybody else. You can win by just being good at what you do and continue to do what you're doing.
Yeah,
and Drake's still selling out shows too.
Absolutely.
He is. I agree with that.
But you know, some videos. I'm sorry, Rita. It's some videos popping up showing where Drake actually gave Kendrick Lamar some of his first shots and first opportunities. And I saw that. True. I posted that yesterday because I wanted to know, like, what are y'all thoughts on this, y'all? You know, because a lot of people didn't know that.
Yeah, some of Kendrick's earlier shows, he was performing with Drake, and they were big up each other. But then there's also some clips where Drake was kind of shading Kendrick, like he started to see his rise and maybe got a little uncomfortable with it. So,
I mean, but all the beefs start off with them being cool because Big and Pac was cool at one point. You know what I mean? All the beefs start out with them being cool.
But most beefs start out with a cow.
Yeah.
Very keen observation.
Thank you. Yep. I'll be here all week. Appreciate that.
Go from the beef to the roasting. That's how I go. For more information on these stories, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on Instagram at Rita Brent Comedy. Coming up next, happy birthday, Rock T. He has the HBCU. Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and this hot. You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, 29 after the hour. Y'all sitting in for the Brat this morning. We got the one and only comedian extraordinaire, Rita Brent in the building. Happy to have you.
What's up? Yes, happy to be here. Here's what's happening in the hot spot. Toward the end of Kendrick's Super Bowl halftime set, a backup dancer pulled out and waved a combined Sudanese and Palestinian flag. I don't know if y'all saw that, but it happened. The custom flag featured the words Sudan and Gaza along with a love heart and a raised fist and a show of support for the two war-torn regions. According to Associated Press, the NFL confirmed that the protester was actually part of Kendrick's cast. However, the league added that no one involved with the production was aware of the individual's intent, and they hid the item on their person before unveiling it late in the show. The man was eventually tackled by security and dragged away from the stage. Now the NFL announced that the individual will be banned for life from all NFL stadiums and events. Yes. In other news, Kanye West ran a Yeezy ad during the Super Bowl that aired in select cities and directed the viewers to his website. Once it aired, he wiped his store clean of all products and began selling just the one shirt with a swastika, which he named HH01, likely for Hail Hitler. I saw this and I was just massively confused. The website has been shut down after selling the swastika shirt for $20. Yeezy.com now has an error message when you visit the site after a public outcry resulted in Shopify taking down the store. In the immediate moments after it was discovered what he was selling, Shopify support staff were told to give no comment and to end online chats if merchant clients asked about it. The product remained for sale for at least 24 hours, but was eventually shut down. That is wild to me. Kanye went on like a rant on Twitter saying all kind of things. Like, what is up with Kanye? I'm confused.
I think he got some mental breakdowns going on because he's just annoying at this point.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I want college dropout Kanye to come back.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Or somebody else. You know what I'm saying? We've been dealing with this for years. Or somebody else.
Yeah,
you know, it's other musical. musical geniuses out there that we can support that's a lot more conscious to our culture. You know what I'm saying? I'll just listen to the old stuff and enjoy it because that is my favorite Kanye stuff. But I haven't been able to enjoy him, and I just hate it because that was one of my favorite artists.
And don't use it for anything to uplift us.
Yeah. You know, you can't change him, but we can change what we listen to. I don't have to listen to him. I don't have to deal with him. I ain't finna buy nothing else. You know, clothes be weird anyway. Told my son has some Yeezys on. I said, you better not walk in my house with that mess on your feet, looking like some damn them little baskets that they serve you French fries in at Sonic.
The real ugly ones. I know the ones you're talking about.
Yeah. The hell is you got on? If you don't get them damn hearses off your feet.
Well, as Gary would say, we'll keep Kanye in our prayers. For more information on these stories, who said no?
We're not finna,
stuff to pray for.
We're not finna, there's too much other stuff to pray for. We're not finna bother Jesus no more about Kanye. Jesus ain't trying to hear it either. Gone now. Gone.
You got to get in line. Okay. All right, no prayer for Kanye. For more information on these stories, go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. And you can catch me on Instagram at Rita Brent Comedy. And don't forget to start over Rickey all weekend. Coming up next, Dwight Stone has the praise and mix down right here on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and this hot. You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BRAT.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it's the bottom of the hour, time for the hot spot. Hey, sitting in for the one and only the Brat. We got the one and only legendary Candy Burris in the building.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, y'all. I am your girl, Candy Burris, and I'm filling in for my girl, the Brat. Now, here's what's happening in the hot spot. Rihanna is set to release new music for the first time in almost 3 years, thanks to the new Smurfs movie. My girl, Riri, she's going to be playing the role of Smurfette, and she is also set to contribute in a significant way to the soundtrack. I don't know if y'all ready, because we've been waiting for it for a long time, and the announcement came at the end of the first trailer of the movie with a title card reading, The Smurfs Soundtrack, featuring new music from Rihanna.
Do you believe she's going to do new music?
She's going to do that song for the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know we waiting on that. They paid her real good.
Okay.
The movie is set for release on July 18th. Now, what you finally think about her coming out with the new music?
Well, I like her clothing line. I mean, just stick with your clothing line. She made millions and billions of dollars with that, so ain't nobody.
No, we love Rihanna music. I've been waiting for her to come out. I like Rihanna. I want to hear some music.
Now, what I will say, it better be a hit. Because you don't want to wait all that time and it be a dud.
She don't miss too many times, though. She don't miss too many times.
Oh, Rihanna never misses. So we're just going to keep that good energy. Okay, listen. In other news, this right here is heartbreaking. Gilly the Kid recently revealed that Noah Scurry, the Philadelphia teen basketball star who was fatally shot last month in his hometown, was actually responsible for the death of Gilly's son. The interviewer asked him about the viral story of the basketball star that got killed in Philly, and this is what he had to say.
That's who killed my son. The 17-year-old basketball player that just got shot 17 times. That's who killed my son. Well, it wasn't for my son. Them blocks is beefing. My son just so happened to pull up. They come to shoot the block up. He just so happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Because the kid had just got shot 17 times and he got murdered. And then the police notified me and let me know that he was one of the kids that was pretty much about to get locked up for the murder. But he got murdered first.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
so
crazy.
It's crazy. For more information on these stories, go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. And you can always catch me on Instagram at KANDI. That's Candy. Coming up next, we got Special K. He got the news you can't use on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hey! Yes, sir.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and this hot. You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BRAT.
Already, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 29 minutes after the hour. Y'all sitting in for the Brat. We got the one and only, the legendary member of Escape, Atlanta Housewives, Candy Burris.
Good girl, Candy Burris, and I'm filling in for the Brat. And here's what's happening in the hot spot. So Diddy has filed a $100 million defamation lawsuit against NBC Universal for defamatory statements made in the documentary Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy. What? Oh my, I did not know that was happening. You know, that's part of my NBC family right there, you know. But the lawsuit states that these media companies falsely, recklessly, and maliciously accused Diddy of serial murder and sex trafficking, among other claims. This documentary premiered on Peacock back in January, and it looks into multiple claims against Diddy, especially his alleged involvement in the death of his former girlfriend, Kim Porter. Wow. In the doc, Diddy blasts NBC for that particular claim because the LA County coroner confirmed Kim's death was from natural causes and there's no evidence of foul play. Diddy is seeking $100 million in damages for the severe reputational and economic harm caused by what he claims are false and defamatory statements. Wow.
Will he be able to spend the money if he in jail? If he was to win? Because I didn't know you could sue while you're in jail. You got that much time? They let you get a computer to sue?
They haven't actually got a conviction on him.
He hasn't been sentenced to anything. He hasn't been convicted of anything.
Yeah, but he just still got him sitting there, though.
He's awaiting trial.
I always think that's weird when you just have to sit in jail.
Well, it depends on who you are and what they got you for. Because some people don't have to sit in jail and wait if you know the right people, obviously.
Meaning kind of like Thug. Thug was in jail all that time, and then he was able to leave.
Exactly.
And it's like, dang, you know, people just...
It helps to have a complexion for the protection.
Right, but I'm also thinking it could not help his case, you know, because you're basically being crucified in the public and all these things.
But it keeps the streets safe, too, from those people, so I guess.
Ooh. Well, we can't say that because they allegedly allegedly did these things. It's not factual yet. You know, it's not confirmed.
All right, then, journalist Candy.
Hey, man, we got to be right now. We got to be political. Allegedly. Now, they should have said that on that documentary. They should have just said allegedly through the whole thing.
I didn't see the documentary. They actually implied that he did these things?
Yes, sir.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was pretty deep, man. They might have been a little bit premature with putting that thing out there.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
He might have a case.
I mean, he might. He might. You never know. In other news, folks have been talking about this. Now, listen. Drake is suing his record label, Universal Music Group, for artificially boosting the streams on Not Like Us, using things like bots, payola to deceive consumers into believing the song was more popular than it really is. How did it not? I don't understand. How is it not that popular?
I mean, they can manipulate the numbers.
Yeah, they can manipulate the numbers, but the song is definitely popular.
But just like you can buy, and this is a crude way, but just like you can buy followers on social media, they can buy streams and make it look like, oh, this song was streamed 1 billion times, when in reality it was only streamed 100 million times.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's your lane, Candy. That's what y'all do in the music business.
I mean, don't say y'all.
Oh.
She's an artist. She's not on the executive end of the thing.
Hold on. No, I feel like I'm going to have to pull you into questioning.
Oh, okay.
Nah, here we go. No, I'm just kidding. But 50 Cent is speaking out and saying that there is some truth to Drake's claims, especially because UMG has done the same thing for Drake. Check out what he had to say.
They did everything Drake saying they did. Yeah. They did it. But they did it for Drake, too.
Yeah, they've been doing that.
You see what I'm saying? They did that. That's the way the business works.
I mean, I get what he's saying. I mean, the way I look at it is, I mean, Drake is one of their biggest artists, so he should know that they've definitely done whatever they're doing to blow up Kendrick. They've done it for him as well.
Oh.
So,
and they say don't cry in here. It happened when you did it was okay, but now it's happening to you. Now you're crying. That's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like.
We gotta pray, honey.
I don't know, but for more information on these stories, go to RickeySmileyMorningshow.com, and you can catch me on Instagram at Candy, and that's spelled Kandi. Coming up next, we have Dwight Stone, who has the praise mix down on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
And that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, 29 before the top of the hour. Y'all, it's time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Rickey? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into these movies first. Now, if you're looking for something to do this weekend, Captain America Brave New World is now in theaters, and that's starring Anthony Mackie, who has been featured in several Marvel movies. Now, it's expected to be a box office hit this President's Day weekend. We actually going to be talking to him later on the show today, so stay tuned for that. You can also go check out Paddington in Peru, where Paddington discovers his beloved aunt has gone missing from the home of the retired bears, and he and the Brown family head to the jungles of Peru to find her. All right, let's get into these stories. The list of some of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominees for 2025 have been released, and I want to give a big shout out to my girl, Mariah Carey. Hey. Congratulations to her for this big accomplishment. I'm so proud of her. She is amongst that list of people. Also, Outkast was nominated. Congratulations to them too. We love us some Outkast. Nominees will be voted on by more than 1,200 artists, historians, and music industry professionals. The selection criteria include an artist's impact on other musicians, the scope and longevity of their career and body of work, as well as their innovation and excellence in style and technique. So I cannot wait to see that. I can't wait to see who wins, because so many people deserve it, especially Mariah Carey and Outkast, you know, because they're my friends. All right. Moving on, y'all. The NBA is gearing up for the star-studded All-Star game this weekend, and Kevin Hart has been announced as the first ever MC for the game, which tips off this Sunday at the Chase Center in San Francisco. As MC, he's in charge of hyping up the fans in the arena and on TV. Also, we got DJ Cassidy. He'll lead a special Bay Area edition of the Pass the Mic Live. That's always jamming, and that's starring E40, Too Short, and Sweetie from the Bay Area artists. In Vogue is set to perform during the half-star game, and Raphael Sadiq, he has a special performance to welcome fans to the Bay Area. Also, Her will welcome fans to the All-Star Saturday night ahead of the Starry 3-point contest, and tonight is the Rising Stars competition, so don't forget to check that out. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note, but coming up next, we got Rock T's HBC. You know, the time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, Beehive, bzzz, today is the day. Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour tickets officially go on sale today at 12 noon. Now, the tour kicks off in LA on April 28th and go close out July 11th. And yes, that's 2025, with stops also in London, Chicago, New York, Houston, and Paris. This tour celebrates the release of her 8th studio album, Cowboy Carter. Meanwhile, y'all, Oprah Winfrey, oh man, she got emotional as she discussed her painful childhood traumas, and they still haunt her after so many years. She recently broke down in tears on her podcast as she reflected on her strained relationship with her late mother, who passed away in 2018, y'all. Here's what she had to say.
I remember I was being asked to come to speak about my mother at a church, and I had become Oprah Winfrey, and everybody knew she was my mother. And I'd been asked to come to church to give all these accolades about my mother. And I couldn't think of one thing. I was listening to other people tell stories of their mother. I don't have one memory. I don't have one single thing. And so when it came time for me to speak, I thought, well, what do I actually have to be grateful for? She did the best that she knew. The best that she knew was not enough.
Oh, man.
Wow. My Lord.
And you would never know that, because she seems like, you know, she's such a great and well-rounded person. You would just think she had everything, you know?
Yeah.
It's such a catch-22, right, Brat? Because as mothers, we want to feel like we're doing the best, but you don't know how what you're doing is being interpreted by your child. You don't know how they're receiving it, you know?
Yeah, and there's no perfect parent, you know?
No.
I think all moms do the best they can, you know, with what they know, how they were raised, you know? I don't know. Let's just keep Oprah in our prayers, like Gary would say, because that has to be... That has to be tough. She had nothing to say.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Wow.
Dang. All right, y'all. Moving on. Wendy Williams has signed an affidavit asking the judge to end this so-called guardianship that she has. Wendy says she has regained total capacity and she wants to function without a guardian. Wendy also says she does not have dementia, despite what the doctors claim. Do y'all think the doctors are possibly like being persuaded to say she does? But that's not legal. So why would they say she has dementia if she doesn't? I mean, maybe it's just a certain kind of dementia. Because I remember on her show they said something about it being from like alcohol. So if she's not drinking no more, it's possibly gone. If it was brought on by alcohol, or does it not go away? I'm not a doctor. I'm going to have to ask Dr. Colley about that because I have no idea. But sources say Wendy will be reevaluated by a doctor next Tuesday, thank God. And this doctor was selected by the attorney Wendy has hired to end the guardianship. So that's good. The following day, her lawyer will file an emergency order to show cause, which will be a petition to force the issue with the judge who has the power to end the guardianship. Now, if the judge turns down the request to end it, Wendy will remain, she'll demand a jury trial, rather, where jurors will decide if she has regained her capacity to run her own life without guardian control. What you think, Gary?
I think, honey, they should let Wendy go ahead on, honey, and get her own money. It's a whole long story, Brat, to this whole situation, though. So
I think they should give her a chance.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Give her a chance, and then if she blow it or whatever, then that's different. But if she... You know what I'm saying? Like, if she does what she's supposed to do, then I just think this woman is grown. I mean...
Exactly, and she want to control her own money and stuff.
Exactly.
I mean, so let her, if you don't give her all her money, give her some of it.
Exactly.
And let her see how she lives from there. Then.
Exactly. Let her spend some of her money that she worked hard for. And keeping somebody in a room and not letting them out for 2 times in 30 days is crazy. Anybody would go crazy after that. Yeah. Jesus. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. We're going to keep Wendy and Oprah and everybody in our prayers. Make sure you go get your Cowboy Carter tickets because they go on sale today at 12 noon for Beyonce's tour. For more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media at Brat. Coming up next, we got the Praise Mixdown with the White Stone. The time now is 27 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.